for the trading morning. Our focus here is on the S&P 500 E-mini, learning how to trade it, developing what we call consistent profitability based on a price action trading methodology. If you're part of our service, welcome. If you're coming in as a guest, welcome. Hey, Amit, how are you? Amit, I'll send you out an opportunity to sign up for Sol's Monthly. Matter of fact, you know what I'll do is I'll put it in the main screen so that you can see it and just click on it. Hey, Don, thanks for yesterday. Usually Sol's Monthly is $379 a month. Right now it's on for $100. So you're saving, how much is that, $279? Sol's going to be joining us shortly. Make sure you put up a S&P 500 E-mini chart. As a matter of fact, try to get your charts or set up your charts to look like Sol's charts, the ones that we're projecting from his trading cave, if you will, his undisclosed location, under the brick and seal of a undisclosed location. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to post them. Sol loves questions. The focus is doing 2, 3, 4, 5 trades this morning based on a particular trading strategy. It's a price action strategy. It's been around for a long time. Don't hesitate to ask questions during the session. Hey, Frank. Amit, welcome back. You know, if you're having any trouble with the sound or the charts, Sol's charts, yeah, just exiting and coming back in is a good idea. If you are not signed up for Sol's Monthly, sometimes if you're not responsive, you do get exited. So make sure that you have all our contact info. Hey, Kirk, good morning. Again, I wanted to thank Don for stepping in yesterday. Thanks, Don. Well done. And it was great, Don. Your voice and everything worked good. Hey, Maureen, good morning. Again, the focus here is on a price action trading strategy on Sal Shoal, who is a CME Group floor member. You did. You sounded like you had your, well, actually, I would say you had more of a 25-gallon hat on yesterday. You know, they say big hat and no cattle. You had big hat and a lot of cattle. One of the nice things about trading is you can trade from anywhere. As long as you have a decent internet connection, a trading platform. If anybody needs a trading platform, speak up. We can always help you with that. If you're looking for a new broker, let us know. If you're not getting the service you deserve, I think it's always good to shop around. Think about it. All you need is a trading platform, some money in your account, and you can trade. But there's one thing to trade with discipline and focus and the ability to bounce what you're doing off somebody like Saul is an amazing thing. Everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as direct trading advice. Everything you do is between you and your broker at your own risk. We are here to support you based on your trading education. So let's talk about the TikTok as we go through into the cash open this morning. We're going to start out again by setting up our screens. Getting pretty close to Saul's 2 time frames for the S&P 500 E-mini and a 30-year bond chart. Saul gives out levels to everybody. He's going to give them out to guests included. So if you're a guest, you know who you are. Where do I have Jonathan L., Marcus, Amit was in and he left. I think he's going to find his wallet for the $100. I'm not sure. We're here every trading day. Morning session. Hey, Hugo, welcome back. Hugo, I'm going to send you out some mail. Take care of it. It's out to you now by chat. So the TikTok is, what time is it right now? It is 9:24 a.m. Eastern time. Saul's going to be popping into this service. He's going to give out today's proprietary scalping levels. These are the levels that he is looking to do trades at for his own trading account. What I'm describing to you is what he does. Hey, Sidar, good morning. And we'll use that as a baseline for what this service is about, what the opportunity is, and how you can get the most out of it. So he's going to set prices that become areas where he is interested in doing trades, whether it's a short trade, fade trade, or momentum trade, long trade. He's going to give out these levels. It's going to start with a pivot and other levels on top and bottom of that pivot.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Everybody hear me all right? All right. I just want to thank Don again. I heard that you filled in for me, Don. And if anybody's heard Don, and the question was, did anybody know that he was from Texas? Just leave it at that. I mean, there's no other place you could have come from. Let's put it that way. Even California people have mixed, little different voices. You, on the other hand, are unique in and of yourself, and that's why we love you so much. All right. But thanks, Don. I appreciate you filling in for me yesterday. Let's catch up here and see what our levels are for this morning. Our pivot this morning is 33.41. 33.41. A little support there at 37. A little better at 42. Below that 25, 17, and 11. Resistance above at 49, 56, 63, 69, and 74. Again, I'll repeat the levels. Pivot is at 41. Resistance at 49, 56, 63, 69, and 74. Support below at 37, 32, 25, 17, and 11. I have to tell you that the bond market is completely dead in the water. I mean, just no range, volume exceptionally low for the bond market, 10s or 30s, and range bound, completely range bound into this one little area here. I mean, the Fed has taken the market completely, the bond market completely out of play in anything that we're looking at or they're doing. Just putting it out there. Maybe they're just flagging in a very reverse way. Maybe it's just the quiet before the storm. I don't know, but it is just, I've never seen the bond market as tight as it has been over the last, I would say, month for sure. Even when he spoke, didn't really make the market move that much. It's hard to go anywhere considering the yields are almost zero. I agree with you, but you know, I guess I'm just putting it out there. I don't know what it means exactly, but we'll find out. Our pivot this morning is 33.41. Resistance at 49, 56, 63, 69, and 74. Support below at 37, 32, 25, 17, and 11. I had a nice little rally yesterday. I hope that you did well with the rally. I wasn't around, obviously. I don't know how good the bad trade was. I didn't have a chance to look at it whatsoever yesterday. So I hope it went well. I know with Don lending a hand, I'm sure it went well. But again, thanks, Don. I appreciate it. He is the man. I mean, we joke about the estate that he lives on. I mean, it's not an estate; it's like vast land. But he's the man. He's the man. You go beyond estate after like 100 acres, right? Something like that. Yeah, it's not an estate anymore. So, all right. So let's see what's going to bring on today. Is Tuesday. Was the volume light yesterday? I did not. Have not looked at it whatsoever. So I don't know. As we quickly drifted almost to our entry point there at 7.5 there. That would have been a nice quick. Of course it didn't. So be a little bit careful. That would have been a nice one, really off the bat while I was chit chatting, talking about Don. Of course, it just stopped right there. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, 37 is good, but 32 is a little bit better. Welcome to some new folks that are here. We are scalping many S&Ps. We're trying to take advantage of ebbs and flows in the market. We're trying to find these inflection points that allow us to take an opportunity to scalp the market, basically. And scalping the market, meaning about, depending on volatility, with a stop of about 2 to 3 points, somewhere in that range, as we come down here to the 37, testing the 37 area. We find these inflection points that we believe the market will bounce off of, because we don't believe the markets go straight up or straight down. Again, right now, the way the volatility is, it varies, but we're looking for 2 to 3 points in our trades, and we got we got that right here off of the 37. So hopefully, if you just adjust it a little bit, you were able to take advantage of the 37 area. Good way to start the morning. Yeah, our pivot this morning is 33.41. Support here at 37, which we already got. Yeah, we got quick 2 points on that one. That was very nice. 37, 32, 25, 17, and 11. Outside resistance at 49, 56, 63, 69, and 74. Again, we are trying to find these, we don't believe markets go straight up or straight down. We're trying to find these inflection points that allow us to scalp the market, basically, and we're looking, depending on volatility, 2 to 3 point stops today, I think, would be a legitimate number. Again, when we get volatility gets up there, we extend our stops to give us a fair chance to make some money. In March, if you were with us in our April, we had 10-point stops with 10-point profit targets, and believe it or not, we were actually getting them. And you don't have to wait that long. It's crazy, right? It's crazy markets. It's crazy sometimes how this stuff works, but it's how it works. But anyway, that's what we do here. So welcome if you have any new questions, or if you have questions as to anything that we do, please feel free to ask. Yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here from Friday's high into yesterday's low, overnight low, right? So that bigger gap from Friday's high into the opening yesterday, or the bottom of the range yesterday, which I don't know, maybe somebody can let me know what the daily range was. The low of yesterday's range. And then we'd have a bigger gap from there. So yeah, there's a little bit of a gap here. And I think we close on highs on Friday, so it would be right around this 95 area. I think we close a little lower, but close to that area. That's what we're looking at there as a gap. And we drift up back up here to our pivot. So nice little rotation there off of our 37. 36, okay. Is that the low there, Don, yesterday? Oh, gotcha. All right, so market drifted down there to 30. Again, we are trying to scalp, look for 2 to 3 points. Again, today, I like to think that's a good number. We adjust, I keep saying we always adjust to market conditions, and that continues. We're not going to not take those into consideration. This is not always the case where we're, blind to market volatility. So consequently, we are adjusting. And that's what we always do here. Thanks, sir, Don. We were close. We were close. All right, so now we're drifting down here again, 32 area. I know 41. We're at the pivot, not drifting down. Sorry, I thought it was 31. And we're just kind of hanging now. Again, anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. We like questions. We think it helps understand what we do here, especially some of the new folks that are in. So please feel free to ask any questions you might have. We are not immune to questions. Obviously, trading is a very unique kind of experience, and it's a kind of a, if you haven't done this before, it is something that that is, it's definitely an interesting place to be, right? Did you speak like that yesterday? Were you talking like that yesterday? That was out of left field. What, Robert Lee? Why would you say that? Yeah, it looked like one of those rallies that just wasn't going to happen. We're going to continue to uptick here. Okay, came down to our 37 and then popped back up. Let's see if there's any numbers this morning that are supposed to be coming out. It might affect us. We had wholesale inventories, again, small number that came out at 7:30. 10 o'clock consumer confidence. What is going on with you today, Robert? You're hating everybody. Wow. Did you not have a good weekend? Good, Don. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, you're sounding like a lot of venom. A lot of venom there, Robert. It's only Tuesday. So 9 o'clock, which is in about 19 minutes or so, we have consumer confidence coming out. That might affect the market a little bit. So we don't like to trade when numbers are out, so keep that in mind. Also, we had a few Fed speaks this morning, or, well, not this morning, it's 10:40. Nice way to start. Yeah, it is a nice way to start getting popping off of that 37. All right, there's Steve. Good job. Coming back down, the next level on the downside we have is 32 area. Oh boy. Okay. So we have Fed speaks at 10:40. These are all Chicago time. One Fed speaks. Future considerations for Treasury market resilience. Oof. Yeah, yeah. I'm almost worried. I'm gonna like flatten out so I don't get caught in your flash crash. Maybe you're going to make it happen. It's funny. All right, anyway, so 10:40, and then at 12 o'clock, two more Fed speaks. They give speeches, and then at 2 o'clock, another Fed speaks. So they are busy yakking away this morning and this afternoon. So keep that in mind if you are going to be trading. We have consumer confidence coming out here at the top of the hour. On top of it all, that's probably the only thing you should worry about. The rest of the Fed speaks, look, they're there. They're always talking. And if you wonder why something happens once in a while, you'll know. September has seen some volatile moves for markets in today's highly anticipated debate between Trump and Biden. May go some ways in providing clarity for investors. On the economic front, Trump has doubled down on tax cuts and deregulation, while Biden wants to raise corporate taxes and restore relationships with economic allies. Tariffs, trade, infrastructure are also likely to be discussed, while each one of them has to manage the country's attempt to rebound from the sharpest economic contraction on record due to COVID-19. The debate may not see an immediate reaction per se, but where you might see a reaction is the post-debate polling data. Okay, if it shows Biden lead over Trump narrowing or widening, says some market strategist, then you'll find out what happens in the market. You know, somebody at J.P. Morgan, I think it was, indicated that they think that there will be I have said this from the start. I don't think nothing's going to be different for at least 2 years, because nothing can be different for at least. Trump is not raising taxes. I mean, Biden is not going to be raising taxes in the midst of getting out of this situation, and Trump can't do. I mean, Trump's not going to really do anything. I mean, so Trump's not going to be raising or lower. First of all, where can he lower taxes? I mean, he's already lowered them, and there's no way that you can lower them anymore in the midst of all the government, you know, that's going on right now. So I would say until you get out of this cycle of the COVID thing, nobody's going to be doing anything for 2 years. So everybody's worried about Biden raising taxes. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I mean, who knows? The question is who knows? You know, that's the question. Just nobody knows. You know, it's the way. If it was straight up voting on popularity or just the populist vote, Trump would lose. But that's not how America works in selecting the president. There is electoral college, and there's a lot of states that just are just Republican through and through, and it doesn't really matter. And so the way that happens, I mean, he lost the vote last year or last time, and he's probably going to lose the vote again because he just, you know, the numbers aren't going to much. The numbers are terrible for him, but then they were bad for him with Hillary also. So, but I think there was more people despised for whatever reason Hillary more, and then they don't like Biden. But that's my own personal thing. I don't know. People really did not like Hillary. She had I don't know why, but let's put it this way, probably she's got more experience than Biden did, but she was. I don't know about that. Does Merkel look like a leader? I mean, you know, I think she had the same amount of gumption as Merkel does. So I don't know. As we drift up here now, getting a little bit better. Getting up here with the next level we have as resistance is the 49 level. I don't know if it looks like a leader. I don't know if that's the reason that you wouldn't vote for somebody, because they don't look like a leader. But I don't know if that was the case anyway. So honestly, this one, and you would have, and any polling that you would have thought that maybe was reliable. I mean, look, the last polling showed Hillary was ahead, and popular vote she won. So that wasn't wrong. The question is not in the popular vote. The question is in the electoral college, which leaves. So there's a lot of people also that vote for Trump that don't say they vote for Trump. But then I think there's going to be a lot of people this time around that voted for Trump who think that he's a whack job, probably won't vote for him again. So I think that part might even out a little bit. I can't imagine like every person who voted for Trump is going to say, "Oh, he did a great job." Not like my friend here, but that's my own opinion. But we'll see. I mean, this is like wide open. I think that's why the market is also sideways for a bit. I don't think we're going to really move too much unless something really goofy happens. I mean, Iran thing was always on the back burner. You never know what they're going to do. I'm not here to talk politics anyway. You got me in the wrong direction. So, but you have my. I have no idea is the question. I don't know about that. I think you're going to get much more volatility if Biden gets in, to be honest with you. I don't think that, if you're going to get more tax cuts and, the market's going to slowly uptick, I don't think you're going to get volatility in that sense. So I think you'll get more volatility the other way. Well, that's being put out there, Steve. That is definitely being put out there. It's legal. That's true. This is, you got to give the Republicans credit for being the way they are. They kind of played the long game here, and they focused on what they have to do for this to happen. So the Democrats were, a little bit behind the 8 ball on that one, and they let that stuff happen. By the time they figured it out, it was way too late. So he is unpredictable, but there's nothing unpredictable as far as his economic plans are concerned. It's like cut regulation and cut taxes, even in the midst of increasing huge debt. Okay, so is the market going to like it? They're going to like it in the sense it's going to rally. The problem with rallying markets is that they don't add volatility to the market. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. I mean, when Trump was, the last 3 years, we had slow rallying markets, and the VIX was at, right before March, right before the market volatility came by, the VIX was, I think, on the 12s. So I mean, we were in the 12s for a while there. So that doesn't go too well for market volatility because the market is just there's no reason for it to go down. What about his taxes? You know, what about his taxes? He's going to say tonight that he was so smart. I think it's a crime, but look, I mean, I've always said this. I mean, it's what he does. Uh, doesn't really matter. I mean, if anybody didn't know about that it's what he does. People knew about it before too. I mean, it's not like it's a surprise. You know? So the question is, you know, he has the Justice Department on his side, so who's going to take up a criminal investigation on his taxes? No one. So it doesn't really matter. So it's it is what it is. And there's nothing really changed from 4 years ago. I mean, who has a 4-year tax audit and count and counting? I mean, let's put this at 4 years. I mean, how about some of the other ones? Let's say before 2016. How about his 2010 or 2015 or 12 taxes? I mean, we're 2020. They're all not all the taxes are not under audit. But you know, this is a BS he gives people. So what am I supposed to do? Yeah, yeah. Well, Brad's going to give me he's going to he's going to buy me a Force him at his golf course so I can go play with him. Make sure I go play on a Saturday when he's there. Maybe I run into him. Don't worry, Brad. I'll wear one of your hats that was one of the red hats that you bought me. And I'll have him sign it for you. Yes, I know. You want me to let him sign it for you. I got you. And I'll say, make sure you put to Brad. Love. Sign it love, please. And then he'll give it to me. He goes, well, I signed it love. You're going to have to pay me an extra surcharge. All right, there, Steve. You did good. Nothing wrong with ones and twos making $500 or whatever, and moving on. It's a good way to make a little bit of money every day. Nothing wrong with that. So glad you're leaving early. No problem with that. I like it when you leave early. I like it when our traders tell me they're leaving early. All right, we have consumer confidence coming out here in about 4 minutes. For those of you who are trading, who don't like trading when there's a number, a little number, a big number, it doesn't really matter. If you are concerned about the extra volatility that comes in when there's a number that's supposed to come out, this is one that's going to be coming out right now. And it could be a market mover. All right, John, you too. You have a good one. Huh? You guys are out of here. Nice. As we are hanging around our pivot here, kind of going nowhere fast. All right, number coming out here in a couple minutes, so keep that in mind if you are worried about it or don't want to have a position on. We are basically in the same kind of range that we've been at here, creating a lot of value here over time. As you can see, volume is relatively light here. We'll see which way this market wants to extend here, but until the time being, we don't know. All right, we're coming back down here again. We have a number coming out here momentarily now, so if you don't like to have your positions on, I get it. You can tell here by looking at the ladder ticket that there's usually a number close to where it's trading. There's not even 100 lot traded. Usually tells you something. And it's right around our pivot, so it's kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. Getting a little bit choppy, but you can tell if you look at the ladder ticket up and down, there's not even 100 lot close to it, so that's also an indication, a good indicator of, oops, there it is, it's out. A little bit bullish. Well, it's right up to our pivot anyway, but they hiccuped it right there for just a little quick second. So there you know when something's up. You can always tell by the ladder ticket, just remember that. It's always a tell in case you don't know that there is a number coming out. That is the way you can tell when something's up like that. Every time they clear out the ladder ticket and it's very, very thin and nothing there, careful. Something's up. They'll take about 5-10 minutes until they clear that out and then it comes back in when the market kind of settles. As it's going to come down here. So they thought it was bullish, and then the bulls said, "Oh, wait, bears take over." Now the bulls are taking over. Oh, we're range bound still. Amazing, amazing. U.S. stock indexes futures largely hugged the flat line overnight after House Democrats released a $2.2 trillion coronavirus relief proposal that would restore $600 weekly jobless benefits. Though the figure remains above the Senate, Republicans have said that they would accept. Nancy Pelosi and Treasury Munchin have agreed to continue talks today. Investors also are waiting the most recent gauge of U.S. consumer confidence, which will be out, just came out. So it was a little bit bullish, but really didn't move the market that much because a little bit bullish, and then all of a sudden they came back and sold it off and kind of accurate or pivot at 41. So don't tell anybody, but the market's kind of really quiet. See which way it wants to go. We got the resistance up there at 49, 37 worked already, so we're not looking at that for support anymore. Even though they go down there and held again, but we'll wait for the 32 on the downside as our next good support level. This has been a tight little range the market's been. It's kind of just waiting. I think, you got the date tonight. Maybe he's kind of just waiting for that to happen. You had a nice little rally yesterday, kind of basically in the middle of the range from that rally yesterday. So it's kind of settling in, trying to see which way it wants to go. Slowly upticking here. All right, Don. Trying to inch up here to the 70.49 area. Again, maybe bottom down there or drifted down. I don't know. We're just kind of just, I know some of our traders are a little long there, but see what happens. All right, market going to our settlement price there, which was 46. Coming off of that here a little bit. All right, so again, market kind of floating back down here. Again, we think that it's going someplace. It just kind of range bound here. Very, very quiet. Hello there, Sam. Welcome. We are trading mini S&Ps here. We are scalping the market. We're trying to find those inflection points that the market will bounce off of, because we don't believe markets go straight up or straight down. We're looking today for 2 to 3 points in our trades. We use the levels that I gave out earlier, which I can repeat now for some of you who are here late, and some of the price action opportunities that occur. And then we try to scalp around those levels. So let me give you the levels for this morning. Our pivot this morning was 33.41, support below at 37, 32, 25, 17, and 11. The resistance on the upside at 49, 56, 63, 69, and 74. We use those levels as guidelines to help us find the opportunities for scalping opportunities, and also we use price action opportunities that occur once the market paints the bars. We put together this methodology to scalp the market, and we trade in, like I said, many S&Ps. And we have an education course that combines and tries to explain all these things for us, so that we can try to make a little bit of money here trading futures. If you've ever traded futures before, this is a fun place to be, at least for me. But again, we put it's the methodology that we use is risk averse for the most part. Obviously, when there's more volatility, there's going to be more risk, but we try to maintain that and manage that as well. So that's what we try to do here on an everyday basis. Next level on the upside we have as resistance is the 49 area. Well, we are just range bound here. Market trying to uptick a little bit, but hard to do. It's been a very slow day. We had our first level on the downside got triggered, and we were able to make a little bit of money off of that. It was a nice rotation there. If you tried to stay long, or if you are staying long off of that level, it gave you a couple chances to go down there and buy them, by the way. But if that's where you did, that's where we would have gotten long on the first support level. And then basically it's traded between both sides of our pivot, so this really hasn't really given us any. This is the first indication that we might uptick here a little bit. I don't know, but this is the first time it's kind of held. And trying not to, but again, the volatility and the volume is very, very light, so you have to be very, very patient with these kinds of trades and wait for the market to kind of give you an opportunity. Yes, that's what we would be getting short against that 49 area, because that's the first level of resistance that we have. And if you were trying to buy in, maybe the pivot there would be a place that you wanted to get long before, but I would not do that. It's kind of could go either way when it gets back to the pivot there. But that would be the first area of support that you would have. Because already our downside support got triggered already. Again, we're keeping 2 to 3 point stops, so keep that in mind. I mean, we obviously have to be patient and wait for the market to kind of dictate how busy we're going to get. We don't like to just keep trading when there's not much opportunity. We have to wait for the market to kind of give us those opportunities present themselves. Trading when it's very quiet and when the market is just chopping around just leads to bad decisions, basically. And even though our 49 level might not work, but at least it's a level that we think that there's a good logical reason why it might have a good opportunity to give us a trade. You would be guessing here if you're trying to figure out, what is going to happen. So we just have to be patient and wait. The market's kind of quiet. It could be for multiple reasons. It has a nice rally yesterday. It's kind of decide whether it wants to continue or not. Also, there was a debate in the United States in regards to, um, what the presidential debate this evening, so that they could be kind of holding the market back. Definitely, the fundamental news is out, and that's kind of neutral for the most part. And basically, we're in this little range that we've been at, um, most of the morning since, I don't know, 2 o'clock in the morning today. So very, very quiet. But again, it's all right. Limited opportunities this morning is an understatement. But we had one right off the bat, so we kind of got okay. I mean, we can be okay. I mean, sometimes it's tough when we have to wait like an hour and a half before something happens. But we had our one quick pop here this morning, so it kind of keeps us centered. Kind of keeps us okay. Sure, we don't have many more, but now you get to hear me talk, which is always fun, right? It's always it's tougher on me. I'd rather have stuff moving around than me talking. I can be honest with you. I'll tell you that much. Tomorrow morning. Oh, okay. Well, how about if I can? You want me to give you a call later? We can talk about your little platform issue. All right. So we will do that. I'll give you a call a little later this morning. You want to strangle somebody? Yeah, I know how that feels. Definitely know how that feels. Sometimes, it's hard enough as it is to try to make money, and then you have your platform or your brokerage house. You might have made a mistake, or you didn't make a mistake, or something happened, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, we don't have any responsibility. This is all your fault." They're good, right? They are good. Every time I thought we were going to inch up there to that 49, something just they don't like it. I'm going to stop talking about it so that way maybe we'll get it, but who knows? It is what it is, right? All right, we are just kind of, just trading up here and maybe a little bit bullish because the fact we're staying here above our pivot, also above our blue band. So maybe a little bit reason to be a little bit bullish here. Maybe if you're going to be a little aggressive, you have a reason to get long. But again, we always let the market kind of tell us, indicate which way to go. We're not going to, guess. We don't like to guess. We need to have logical reasons, and the trading methodology that we put together allows us to have those put those reasons to play. So we need to find those reasons, and together with those reasons allows you to either want to stay long or want to be short, and going into a level or not. So, but we're not guessing. We kind of let the market kind of dictate the opportunity for us. So that was nice in the market to go right in there and one tick below our level entry point to stop. You think I wasn't watching? I was trying to ignore the fact that it was getting up there so that I can say that I ignored it, and I did. Now look at this break. Oh, that's disgusting. It's like a no-brainer break. Unreal. That would have been at least a nice little payoff for being so patient, right? Sometimes the market is just not fair. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? Wow, that was horrible. What can I tell you? That was just horrible. There's no other way to put it. Well, we're still on the same bar, even though, dipped down there, came back. So we'll see. I mean, there's a little resistance up here, so I wouldn't give up on it yet, especially since we're on the same bar. We give it a chance. But if you're more risk averse and you miss the buy tick, maybe you'll make an adjustment. That's a possibility. Yeah. You do whatever makes you comfortable as a trader. That's why there's no, right or wrong here. We are out here to show you the opportunity and discuss, what the risk is, and then you have to make those decisions on your own as to how you're going to proceed. With your entry points of your trades. All right. So again, make a little bit of an adjustment there if you are so inclined. All right. Well, now we're in a, you know, kind of a little different mode than we were just a little while ago. And hoping that we would get the 49. We enter our trades, we scale into our trades, and depending on how much risk you want to take, some of our traders scale a point above and below the level, and the level itself, some others are scalping, half a point above and below. I put my order in half a point above and below, as you can tell. That's why I was complaining that it went up to um, the 25 area instead of 50. But if you did have 48 as a number, you got filled on that, then you got a nice little quick rotation off that level. Again, everybody's a little bit different. How you enter your trades is a little bit different, so you got to keep that in mind when you're trading. Not everybody does the same thing or same entry points. All right, as you can see, we've floated all the way back down here to our pivot here, 41. Again, it's unfortunate that we missed our entry point, but again, maybe some of you had 48, and if you did all right. And if you didn't, the fact that we came all the way back down here to our pivot and rotate, we probably have a little higher entry point there, maybe around the upper end of the range there if you're still going to use the 59, 49, I should say. All right, Maureen, there you go. Maureen was no, she had 48. Nice job. Oh, it was good. Good. That was fun. Um, the old man beat him, so it's okay. You did? Really? Were you at mini golf or something? Right. I knew it. I knew it. Of course, you didn't let your daughter win, did you? All right. So we flashed off of the highs there. Next level on the downside we have is this the 32 area. It's too bad that we kind of missed our entry point up there, but you know that's what happens. Can't we can't change anything. If you get 48 Maureen, then you did all right on that one. It's, sometimes it's a game of a tick. We're slowly or quickly, depending on how you're looking at it, drifting down here to the lows. Next level support we have is 32. As we are coming down here to the 32 area. Right, nice quick rotation there off of the 32 area for you. All right, nice little entry point there against our 32 and a half, and a nice quick rotation. You like those? Definitely like those. Don't have to think. Quickly take your profits and move onwards. So nice little rotation. It could have been a really beautiful kind of day if we had the 48 up there. I mean, the 49 up there. It could have been a nice 5-minute move. All right, nice rotation here off of our 32 entry point. Looks like, famous last words, looks like. I it just came and retested the lows there, and we'll see if it doesn't drift back to the middle of this range. Who knows, right? I don't know. But a nice little trade there if you get in against our 32 area. So we waited. We were very patient. We had a quick trade this morning, and then another rotation down here. Got our low end and almost got our top end there just by just that much. But it happens. What are you gonna do? No big deal. We move on. All right, again, like we said, we had our we're scalping, so we're taking our profits here. And if you're trying to stay long, you're getting out of most of your contracts, and you're just waiting for um, some maybe keeping your small amount of contracts that you're comfortable with to trade and try to stay long. If you're trying to stay long against that level, that's what you're trying to do. Again, you're taking profits along the way, so you need obviously to trade multiple contracts to be able to stay long against that 32 area. You got to take profits and then just have a trailing stop on anything else. Right now, I would say anything below 31, you want to be out of any longs. But obviously, you take some profits against your other contracts that you have. So if you believe that we're going to go up again, like I said, we don't like to look like. We just like to look and see what's actually being traded. We try to stay away from, guessing which way the market goes. So we just kind of let the market kind of dictate what we're going to do next. But if you're trying to stay long, that's how you would stay long. Or if you wanted to stay short, you take some profits against a level and then see if we can get more than the 2 or 3 points that we're trying to get. Anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. Put them in the chat box area. I like to answer questions if there are any. And I can see them quicker if you put them in the chat box area versus the Q&A section. I don't have that window up, so it's much easier for me to see, or I'll recognize it easier, quicker. If you have any questions, then you put them in the chat box area. If you put just a panelist, it'll be only me and Brad who sees it, so you don't have to be concerned about anybody else seeing information that you put in there, whether it be numbers or anything like that we ask. So feel free to ask any questions, and it'll stay between us. Not really, because I'm going to answer your question. So again, there's nothing wrong with that. I like questions. Just to make sure we understand, where you're coming from. Today's National Coffee Day, by the way, in case you were wondering. Starbucks sent me a little email reminding me. So enjoy. We're just kind of hanging here on the lows again. If you're trying to stay long, um, that's fine. Again, you have your stop. I suggested the 31 stop would be where you want to get out of any longs. Next level on the downside we have is the 25 area. Um, So, how do I re-enter? How do you enter trades? Well, you just go to the price that you're looking for on your platform, and you put in put in your order there. Number of contracts that you're trading, and that allows you to put in a buy or a sell at that. At that price. So you go down to that price that you're looking at, and put in one or whatever price you're looking at. So your ladder ticket, which is which is on your platform that you use, scrolls up and down, up and down the lets you scroll up and down so that you can go to whatever price you want. So I have my orders up at 49. I have my orders down at 25. You go there and you put them in there. Either you do it before or after you get filled at the one before, depending on how much risk you're taking, and they're already in there. So, and at that particular price. So if you have a platform, the platform is a trading vehicle that allows you to trade. The platform shows you the price, and the bids and offers at every price, and so you go down to your price that you want to place the order in and put it in. So that's to make it very easy. It's very easy. So we dive down to 27 there. If you maybe wanted to get short, the idea there, if you said we don't want to be long below 31, could have been an opportunity there for you to get long. This is how You try to find those opportunities for momentum trades that allows you to get into your trade there. On a momentum side, you're looking for the level where we would hit, find those areas where you would find stops being run into the market. That's kind of what happened there below the 31, and that's why we suggested you don't want to be long anymore below 31. So that's kind of where we were at there with telling you, and that's also an opportunity there if you were looking to for a momentum trade. That's would have been the situation where you've gotten into one. We don't only just trade support and resistance. We're also looking for the price action that kind of will allow us to give us the opportunity to catch one of these momentum trades. Nice. Cool. I like to hear that. Yeah, if anybody has any questions, make sure you put them in the chat box area. Looks like market is getting a little weak here. Once you get through the 31 there, kind of open up the floodgates a little bit. Again, if you were looking for a place to get short, that was probably the opportunity. All right, we drifted down to the 27 area there and popped up a little bit. Now we're just kind of hanging. Again, we are waiting for the market to kind of dictate and tell us what to do next. That is our goal. We're not trying to jump in there because we feel we have to. We jump in there because the market tells us kind of to. I'd say right now resistance would be around the 37 area. Anything above 40 out of any shorts. Again, so we're kind of creating a little bit of back and forth here against this 31 area that we started as break. Resistance right now would be around 37, and anything above the 40 would be out of any shorts if you have any. Yeah, we rejected that 49 level and it's quickly coming down here. That's unfortunate because we had the 49 level and got up to 48 and change up there and then decided to break. And then now we're slowly coming down here. Well, a little bit faster recently, but we got a little support here at the 25 area. That's not right. Only 28 contracts traded down there. Anybody get them? Gotta come retest it again. All right, so work the 25 area here, and if not, keep your stopping no matter what, and we will see what the market does. And again, you get the 17 below that, then 11. I'll give you a couple more here in case the market decides to kind of break off. We have 11, 02, 32, 96, and 87. got those levels here below the 11 in case the market decides to push down here some more, but we'll see what it wants to do. A nice little push there off of the 25.5 area there. Went down there and traded another 30 lot. I don't know if you were able to get them or not. Below 11, we got 02, 32.96, and then 87. So we did go down to 5.5. Unfortunately, it's 50-50 if you get filled down there or not. Maybe somebody did the second time around. And the only reason it's could be either way is because it was the low of the move. And so 67 contracts traded down there. Could have maybe cleared out. Maybe we were able to get them on the second rotation. First rotation, only 28 contracts traded. That was a little tougher to get, but I did get them on the second rotation down there in case you were wondering. That's why I'm wondering if you got them or not. But if you didn't, I get it. We'll look for next level on the downside. There is the 17 area. All right. Take a little bit of a break. Come back in a bit.
Hey, a couple quick programming notes. For those that are joining us on the outside, just click on the link and join us live in Zoom. Hey, Hugo, I sent you out a opportunity to sign up for Sol's Monthly. Let me know back in chat if you got it. For those that are joining us as a guest, we sent you out an opportunity to get a discount based on Sol's Monthly. So if you enjoy what's going on here today and you want to stick around, check out the link that I sent out. I'll send it out to everybody again. Hey, Timothy, did you get what you were asking Sol to repeat? Someone to send this opportunity out. Oh, great. Just wanted to make sure I just saw that. So, Howie, that's out to you if you'd like to join us. Hugo, Marcus. Hey, Nora, welcome aboard. Hey, Rose, how did you make out with getting yourself all set up? I tried to reach out to you the other day. If you can post those, actually what I'll do is I will ask you to do that in a little bit. You don't have to do it now. But I'd ring you up on your telephone today if you want and follow up with that fellow Dan. Sam P. Sam, I think you're signed up for Sol's Monthly. Just let me know back in chat. So Nora, what we're doing is concentrating on the S&P 500 E-mini. You can see a series of two charts in a separate chart window. Two time frames for the S&P 500 E-mini and a 30-year bond chart. Sol gives out his proprietary scalping levels right around the cash open. Right now it is, what's our timing here? It's 11:07 a.m. Eastern Time. We start here a little after 9. Sol sets his levels pretty close to the cash open, and we go through the morning session together. If you need a trading platform, let us know. If you would like a private trading consultation, we can also offer that to anybody that's part of these services. The progression here is to start out as a guest and then move into a monthly. Usually it's $379 a month. That's the regular price. Right now it's on for $100. So you know, if you so choose to take advantage of it, it saves you $279 a month. So we have individuals that are part of Sal's Monthly. We have individuals that are part of Sal's course and mentoring work, and we have guests. And Hugo, just let me know back in chat. You've been in a few times, right? Just let me know what you're thinking. And Nora, let us know what you're trading, whether you're new, how you found us, or how you found Sal. That's great. Hey, Rose. So Nora, let me know if you need a trading platform to concentrate on the S&P 500 E-mini. Our thoughts here are you really need to practice trade. Practice, practice, and practice trade. Hey, Rose, if you can throw Dan's telephone number in, that'd be great. I'll give it to Nora. And again, Hugo, let me know what you're doing. And Nora, I'll give you a phone number to ring up. Just ask for Sal Shaul's Especial from Dan. He'll set you up with a trading platform. Look to get yourself set up with real-time data. And then look to focus on getting set up with charts that look like Sal's. It's very easily represented. Got 2 time frames of the S&P 500 E-mini. You can see that, and also the 30-year bond chart. Hey, Marcus, how you making out? Just let me know back in chat. Oscar, how are you making out? Did you get yourself set up, Oscar? Oh, that's good. So there's a couple opportunities here. If you're interested in getting set up and trading with your own money, great. Remember, everything we do is for educational purposes only. Nothing is to be taken as direct trading or investment advice. You're trading between you and your broker. So, Nora, I'm going to read out Dan's number. Just make sure you ask him, tell him you're with Sal in his service. It's 312 987 0043. So, Rose, we'll talk about that. we'll talk about that privately. Yeah, remember Saul Shaul, hit intelligence, and tell him that you're in his room online and you want first-rate service. So if those that are interested in, setting up an opportunity to be able to trade with other people's money, let us know. There's some firms out there that do that as their specialty. Yeah, Rose, that's it's a good opportunity. I think the plan is for individuals to become consistently profitable. They can generally write your own ticket, right? You can write your own ticket, but you got to get good at it. I think that learning, applying, it's like the old wax on, wax off. Get good at something, and then you can move forward, I guess. Yeah, Rose, get yourself set up so that you have real-time data, and Nora the same. Anybody else out there the same? Get yourself set up so that you have the tools on your own screen in your control, and then just practice trade based on order entry, setting up a chart. The depth and breadth of what's out there as far as tools and technology is pretty, I would say it's exhausting. Focusing on where the money is what Saul looks to do based on his own trading, and what he looks to do here based on his interaction with those that are part of his mentoring and his coursework work. Absolutely. And make it second nature. When the hairs, start to, like, when you get so into it and you start to really concentrate on the methodology and what you're doing, it becomes almost second nature. So I'll be in the background if anybody needs us. For those that are joining us on the outside, click on the link and join us live in Zoom. Register. Make sure you register with a valid email, and then you'll get an email to come in on a daily basis. If you're coming in as a guest, roll over into a paid monthly. Make sure you take care of, I should say, take advantage of on the discounted rate. If we don't hear from people, we just disconnect you. So if you're doing the rope a dope and you're just hiding out, eventually we get to you. We don't want to do that, but we find that we have to from time to time. So I'll send out that link again. It'll go out to everybody. And there it is. And again, those that are joining us on the outside, take the time, look up Saul's profile, look for the link to come into Zoom. It's pretty easy. And then if you need a trading platform, you need to be directed in the right place, we can certainly help you out. If you're looking for trading education, then we can certainly help.